Alright, so it's June 1st, 2017, and I'm going to make another video about the car and what it looks like at this stage. So, I think since fall of last year when I made my last video, a lot has changed. Had a pretty successful winter build. So, first I'll start off with the front end suspension, because I think the least has changed there. Front end wise, the suspension is the same. I removed the collars on the Fortunato Primes to go lower, but other than that, I think it's basically the same. Still got the same 300ZX brakes. I have MB Battles now. They are 17 by 9.5 plus 15, and I have a 215 4517 Hankook Ventus on it right here, and they fit pretty good. I think there's like a 5mm spacer on them right now, but that's how they sit. And then moving on to suspension in the rear end, I actually took the whole subframe out and did stance subframe risers. I used the GK Tech gussets and gusseted the whole rear subframe. The knuckles have full polyurethane bushings from Energy Suspension. I now have, in addition to the eBay tow arm, I have the upper control arm, and I have a adjustable traction rod. I also have the GK Tech dual caliper bracket. As you can see, I converted to 300ZX rear calipers, and instead of doing the drum e-brake, I decided to just do dual calipers. There's one, and there's number two. So I rebuilt those, and I got the GK Tech bracket that spaces the hub out 6mm, and I also have the GK Tech stainless steel lines up until the e-brake, which I'll show you when we get into the interior. In the rear, my wheels I'm running are Cosmos S5R 17 by 9 plus 22, but like I said, it has the GK Tech dual caliper bracket, which spaces it out a little bit more, so it's pretty flush. And it's got a 215 45 Nexon on the back too. Exterior wise, we still have the same 50/50 taillights. I guess it's not focused. Oh, there you go. Same 50/50 taillights. I have a Origin Streamline rear bumper. I have Urus Style 4 replica, I think they're Duraflex, front bumper and side skirts. As you can see right here, it's pretty aggressive. I don't know if you can get a lot of good shots of it with the light like this in the shadows, but I have the Phase 2 Motor Trend Type X turn signal lights, and they're wired for position lights and turn signals. I also have the Phase 2 Motor Trend side marker signals over here, the clear ones. I just put new headlights in. So that's exterior wise. I also got a new hood. The paint's really crappy on it, but there's no dents or anything in it, so it's really straight. And I actually put legitimate Aero Catch hood pins in, unlike the eBay ones that this car had before. So brake wise, everything else, I don't know if I mentioned the rear, the foot pedal C32 brake has the ISR stainless steel lines on it. But here we go. I also, in the back, have a new exhaust. I don't really like loud KAs, so I went with the HKS high power exhaust and a resonated test pipe, and it's actually pretty quiet and I like it a lot. So yeah, that's the exterior of the car right now, and the suspension and brakes. Go into the where the biggest changes have been, and that's in the engine bay. Sorry if I'm sniffling a lot. My allergies are killing me today. So here we have the engine bay. Let's take a quick look real quick. This winter I actually pulled the engine bay out, or I pulled the engine out of the bay and rebuilt it, and then did some work to the bay. I tubbed and stitch welded the engine bay using trailer fenders. I use the ones that are a little bit wider than most people usually use, so it filled it out real nice. It was my first time welding, first time using an angle grinder, all that, but I think they came out pretty good. They're pretty even, which is what I'm stoked about. Engine wise, I took out the engine and just did an OEM rebuild. It made good compression, but it had bad valve stem seals, so I didn't touch the block. I just got the head. The only things I didn't do was I didn't paint the engine bay. John and Cardo painted it, and the paint is actually Midnight Purple Pearl 2 off the R33 GTRs. And I also didn't machine the head. I didn't do any machine work. I gave that to the machine shop, obviously, but that's the only two things I didn't do. The engine, as it sits right now, got a brand new OEM oil pump, new timing chain, new SuperTech valve stem seals, all new gaskets everywhere. I think that's about it. I just rebuilt and refreshed it all. ARP head studs, Velcro head gasket, all that good stuff. NGK wires, some Iridium spark plugs, super fancy. I had to relocate my my intake to clear the tubs. It's got an AEM dry flow intake on it. It gets down. I think I'm gonna keep it NA for a while. I was kind of thinking about turboing it, but I just went to D-Day 101 at Shawano, and dude, NAKAs get rowdy. These things have more than enough power, and they're a ton of fun to beat it. And I hot lapped this thing for 4 hours, and it didn't get hot. Oil pressure stayed good. You know, it's crazy. Reliable as hell. Drove it 5 hours up and 5 hours back. I also got the excessive 80 durometer polyurethane motor mounts. I don't know if I can get a good shot. There they are. And steering wise, I put the Circuit Sport solid steering bushing in there. I also relocated the power steering, and I also have a Z32 1 1/16 brake master cylinder. Still got the CX Racing radiator, silicone hoses, all that jazz. I also rewrapped and tucked the engine harness into the intake manifold. So there, and like everything was replaced, you know, knock sensors, PCV valve, everything. So it's a really fresh motor. It has good compression. It doesn't burn anything, leak anything. So, you know, it gets down. Oh, I forgot to mention too, I also have an excessive skid plate down there. That's a super nice piece. I replaced the oil pan with the new oil pan Focus, and so I thought to protect that I'd get a skid plate because my last one had a bunch of dents in it. The interior, a lot has changed in the interior too. So give a quick look real quick. So first off, we have a new seat. I have a Corbeau FX1 Pro seat. It's really comfortable, and I daily drive this car, and it's super nice. So I also have it on Street Faction seat brackets. I bought the rails, but I sit too high with them, so they're just brackets now, planted in place. I also have the Phase 2 Motor Trend checkerboard floor mats. They fit really good. They're custom fit 4S chassis, so this hump is all cut out, and they're super nice. I also have the same Avenue steering wheel that I had, but I have an NRG short hub still and a Circuit Sports quick release. It makes getting into the bucket a little easier. Also in the interior, I have this ASD hydraulic handbrake with the Wilwood master cylinder. This is for the dual calipers. I have it on the MA Motorsports e-brake mount. I also have a Tomei Duracon shift knob and a new shift boot, actual like leather shift boot over the rubber one. Other than that, I still got the same speed hut gauges. Nothing much has changed. Same carpet. Got all the trim in the glove box. Got a Broadway 270 convex mirror. Got a Harbor Freight dome white. No headliner still. I don't think I'm gonna actually put it in. I got a S14 seat. I got a really ghetto rigged battery box. Don't mind that, it broke off at the track. So it's zip tied in. And I think that's it. Dirty back seats. So that's what's mostly changed in the interior. And I've just cleaned everything up and got other little trim pieces. So I like it now. I want to get a new steering wheel. This Avenue one hasn't held up very well. So if you're thinking about getting an Avenue steering wheel, please don't. They don't hold up well and they're not cheap. So that's kind of an overview of the car. All the repairs I did in the hatch are all busted now. So that's cool. But other than that, you know, other than that stuff, I actually haven't mounted the arrow yet. It's just zip tied on, so kind of fits like garbage. There we go. There's the bumper. Beautiful. So hopefully I'll be painting it soon. Now that I know I'm going to keep NAKA, I'm going to hopefully paint it and get some cool wheels for it. Straighten out. Maybe get a drop knuckle for the front because I really do want to go lower. But I am maxed out with all collars removed in the Fortunato Primes. So that's not cool. So that's how it sits mechanically. It's all sound now. It doesn't burn any oil. My valve stem seals used to be really bad. And that's about it. So again, it's June 1st, 2017. And this is how it sits. Oh, and shout out to all the stickers and the trucks going by. All the stickers in the back. Got me my Jimmy Up umbrella girl. Oh. So there we go.